I want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to be here today. And I don't know why I feel so nervous, but it's okay. My name is Dexter Brains, and I am from Amazonia. And as a director of color, today's a very special day. I would like to say it's a very special day, and I can't even explain now because I see we as a team, we are getting into a new era, basically. I'm the founder of, I'm the founder and CEO of Brains Concepts Networks, where we have Brains Concept Studios, Brains Concept Music, and also our brands. You know, we have hats and caps and t-shirts and shoes and stuff out there. So, dynamic range. As dynamic range was showing up, as a project, I was just finishing our last production called The Patriots. That was also a project I was and is still very, very passionate about it. And I had always loved movies, growing up as a kid, and I've always been a fan of movies. And I'm from a family where brothers and sisters, my cousins, will all have to gather up in the evenings, to narrate stories and talk about movies, and watching so many movies growing up. That's always been a key factor in my career, as an engineer in audio video, but these were all, the movies we used to watch, they were all white predominant movies. So I had always have this, that dream to paint a motion picture on the basis of my kind, what I mean, on the basis of my root, my race, and my type. I'm talking about as an African, what I mean. So currently I feel pressure every day, as we move towards the premiere of Dynamic Range, which is on the 5th of May. But again, I don't want to let this interfere with my point of focus and my one-to-one flow with the fans, cast and crew and family members as well. And my goal has always been to make a good movie. That has always been my mega dream, It has been a massive challenge, but again, it's like eating an elephant. You can't swallow the whole elephant, So you got to go one bite at a time. But I'm very sure we're getting there. I'm 100% sure we're getting there. But this needs focus in all aspects. Focusing on your cast to see that they bring out their best, focusing on the crew to see everyone is on spot and doing the right thing at the right time, from lighting to sound to slates and everything, all of that it's of prime importance. So just trying to tell the best story, we cannot, and doing all of that, at the end of it, we have to keep at the back of our mind that the focus is to tell a story, and it's a movie. It must be entertaining. Dynamic range is all about seeing people making difficult choices, choosing love for life over money, and vice versa. Choosing love for a nation over money, and more of those, But as an African in America, I choose this to be able to show, a way towards real value of life to those that still live in the ages of negativity, as I can call it, And so we have a key disturbing character in the movie, Hugo James. Hugo James in this movie is a character we created from nowhere with a very strong political and social identity. And he's somebody who believes in his name, in his words, and he will go as far as doing anything. Even if it means giving up his soul just to protect his name, his business, his personality, his social status, and all of that, The casting of Dynamic Range was a divine thing per se. Even though we actually had a casting course, we sent out, the turnout was marvelous, and we did try a lot of people, but the selection was divine. I say it was divine because all of the people we selected everybody just did their job. To their very best. Like I leave it to you guys to confirm on May 5th, during the premiere or after that, as the movie's gonna go circulating into the continent and into other theaters. I leave it to you guys to confirm if they did their best or not. But this is not a spoiler, so I don't want to say anything here, prior to the movie premiere release. Production was so difficult. We had to do a lot of visual effects, from gun flashes to the CGI helicopters that you see to explosions, and some of these scenes were completely graphic interface, as we composed, like, where they were completely composite graphic interface that we call in the movies the CGIs. And one of the other major difficulty we faced was the location scouting was a very tough one. We shot this movie in the winter, and you can imagine what it's all about. It's all about cold and snow. But hey, I want to give a big shout out to my entire cast and crew for the passion, that they have in their hearts, regarding this, because it was very difficult. It was a very difficult moment, but a lot of them took out a challenge and broke the barriers, to step out there in the cold to get this done. I must say, these are awesome. So this is a very awesome set of people that God had to put in my way, So we just get it working. So post-production, if you've been in the industry for some time now, you understand that it's very difficult to face. It's a very difficult phase because it has to do with patience, redoing, re-rendering over and over, pick in, pick out. All of this is just to make sure that we have the very best of it. And time, you have to spend a lot of time frame waiting for rendering and all of that based on the machines that we have. So yeah. It's just to go, sometimes you just go shower and come back to eat, But again, the editing was very good, so far so good. And I want to give a big shout out to my man Derek and Roxy. For they were my backup reviews. When I do some, I call for them to come and do a review. Derek is going to review it from his own male, masculine point of view, and Roxy is going to come and review from a feminine point of view. So all of this was just to make sure that we have a balanced ideas, so far, and I think it's pretty much good, So I can confidently say that we have something coming up, and it's really going to be good. Well, I really not want to say anything regarding, exposing I may not really want to say anything regarding the movie, on exposure, or just to some sort of build up a spoiler to the movie, because I would like everybody to go out there and watch it. When it's gonna be dropping out on the 5th of May. It's going to be in the theaters, So we're going to be doing the principal premiere will be done in the Greenbelt Theater. That's good. That's going to be 129 Centerway in Greenbelt, Maryland. So I call on everybody to just go out there massively and see and watch this movie for themselves, So. I cannot really say that I don't admire some people, because whatever thing you do, it means you're in life. Whatever thing you're doing means you're seeing something somewhere, and you're trying to use that as your role model, And I want to give a big shout out to John Woo. That's somebody that I have always been trying to pick up his style of production, style of directing, and kind of movies. John Woo has been. I can confidently say from my own point of judgment that he's a person that brought in, the ray out of gun and action and movies and stuff like that, because I've watched so many of his movies and they were really, really cool. And also, that was for the past time. And looking at our present moment, I am a huge fan of the Marvel's MCU and the Marvel's cinematic universe. I want to give a big shout out to Ryan Coogler for the Black Panther, because that's also something that the Black Panther is also something that has moved me. It changed my mindset, it changed my ideologies, it changed everything about about how I look at production of movies and stuff like that. So I feel so encouraged when I watch This kind of movies. Again, Black Panther coming from a colored, let me say, from a black director like me, so I feel like it's something that I, as an upcoming director, because I'm not there yet though. I'm just still pulling things together. So I feel like that's something that I can look up as a point of reference. I can always, when I do something, I have to rush and check. How are the actors acting? How was the production going? How's the lighting, the special effects? How's everything coming up? Is it up to half, or is it matching up with the standard? So basically that's my take on that point. I can't really go citing the names of the actors or my entire cast and crew, because there's so many of them. I don't want to start saying something and then probably I'm going to forget, saying, calling the names of others. But again, I just want to give a big shout out to all of them. I want to say the cast and crew, they did a marvelous job. They did a super job. Hey guys, if you're watching me, big up to you guys all. You guys did a marvelous job. I couldn't be blessed, more than how I am right now, having this kind of people, on set. Everybody's just everything. Sometimes everybody's a director, everybody's a light technician, everybody's a sound engineer, just because everybody had, we all had that passion, that deep passion inside of us, to build the success for ourselves. Talking about future projects, I think that's something which I can say we have locked down a lot to see that we get that slate, on the right phase. Basically, our first project was The Patriot, and next was Dynamic Range, and which is about to go in the theaters. And we have, again, a lot of projects that are already keyed in back to back. We have after that, we have the Hybrid, which is everything is already set. We're about to do a casting call. After the Hybrid, we have District 14. After District 14, we have Project 495. After Project 495, we have Ceramics. These are already projects that that already written and kept and scripted. Everything is ready to go. So we will be calling on the entire, we'll be calling on the entire public, for those that want to join the movie industries, those that want to join the acting in the build up, the Brains Concepts to this universe. We say that you're all welcome. So it's very simple. Just shoot us a text, or just reach out to us on our Instagram page, Brains Concept Studios, or just follow us on Facebook, and or shoot us an email on brainsconcept.webs@gmail.com. All of this information, as long as you can reach out to us in any way, we're so much welcome to have you in the family, and we're gonna pick it up from there and we move forward. Well, I want to thank my family, I want to thank my friends, I want to thank my parents, and for having been able to support me up to this time, up to this moment. I want to thank everybody, my team and my loved ones, even my enemies too, because I know everywhere you go you have enemies. So I'm just saying that. I don't know if I have enemies or not, but it's just a way of saying I'm thanking everybody, for the support and everything. And I hope that we hold this industry and keep dragging it to where we are going to say that we are calling the shots. Yeah. So thank you once more again. Hey, thanks to you all, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope to see you guys on the 5th of May in the Greenbelt, the old Greenbelt Theater, which is 129 Greenbelt in Maryland. And I say what? God bless you.